No anomalies detected. Welcome, Sam.
对吧？对吧？
Your name is Sam, isn't it? What in the hell was that thing anyway? It looked like a machine, but none I've ever seen before. Right. We need to assess the situation.
就是一定要
I honestly had no idea you were that skilled.
100%以下就可以了，靠背啊！
I hope we can continue to. Please use your.
不用，看这边连过去，干这地图也太大了吧！奥利维亚·威斯波利，伊堡基，这应该是第一座城市。啊，这里悬浮机哦，可以带走，牵着走，第一代就有。
Now displaying your current order grade.
By the way, we've sent some folks out to recover the wreckage of that giant mech that attacked us earlier. Only prudent we study it, you know? If we learn anything of value, we'll be sure to relay it to Draw. Thanks again.
Sam, this is the President. Due to your tireless efforts, West Fort Knot is now part of the chiral network. A great achievement. I salute you. However, this expansion has done little to address the anomalous activity observed across the continent. Elsewhere, disruptions in the tar currents are growing ever more prevalent. Only by connecting all of Australia can we hope to resolve this situation. And by doing so, we will create the optimal conditions for a new plate gate to manifest as well. We are one step closer to making the chiral verse a reality, and ensuring humanity overcomes extinction. The road ahead is still fraught with peril, but I have the utmost faith in your capabilities. For now, though, please take a well-deserved break or...
可以直接在，因为那边就是焦油这边。
Order completed. Well done.
这两台是在这，电上车。
Floating carry.
那会装鞋子吧？
That's the spirit.
人类。 换了，哎呦，还有事啊！
Was it really Higgs?
Yes.
He's alive.
对，
He called himself a ghost, but
He found a way back from the beach just so he could kill us.
是那个最后的
it's
打
definitely
的
his
那个。
voice, I heard. I didn't get a good look at his face, but yeah. He said he came back to get revenge on you and me. Screwing with our plans to link up Australia was just another way to do that.
They were all in red. Just like the ones at your place. That could have been him too.
You think that was Higgs? Did you see him hurt Lou?
I'm not sure.
Fragile, I need you to remember.
I only caught a glimpse. But they were all wearing red. It's all my fault. I had him at my mercy on Amelie's beach. If I'd only finished him off, none of this would have happened.
No. You can't blame yourself. You know, something's been bugging me. Something he said. You don't know a goddamn thing about Lou. It hit me after. He's absolutely right. I mean, the kid's whole life is a total mystery to me. So I gotta ask. Can you look into Lou's past? Find out what you can? Charlie, you, the ship's crew, you all have connections within the
觉得这
UCA,
个很
right?
调查。
And at least one of you has to have access to the UCA archives that were recovered by the chiral network.
All right, Sam. Let's see what we can find on Lou.
.应该回到房间了。完了。在回忆。
Really, Sam? There's such a thing as
人
too
都被
tight.
捏死了哦。
Oh. That must have been quite the nightmare. I can't feel my legs.
Lou.
这个偶人是被吊着，然后又给他一个椅子坐吊。
Sam, this is Tarman. Feeling refreshed, I hope? Thanks to all your hard graft, the DHV Magellan can get around a lot more freely now. More specifically, we can travel between any two facilities that are connected to the chiral network by way of the tar currents. Naturally, this includes Mexico as well. If you're curious about how the folks in the places you visited are getting on, you can catch up on any recent developments by accessing the Corpus via your ring terminal. And to have the Magellan travel to a given facility, simply open the map with your ring terminal and chart a course to your destination.
意思是可以瞬间移动，是不是？先洗个澡。 多了一个店。加这个。19还没出来。设定航点。
Please select a destination.
可以这样搞。这个独行指挥官没得上去。哦。哦。我懂了。靠北按错。都不用看了，就是个尸体。
If you refuse, there will be severe repercussions.
But what makes you think you have a choice?
A 次反应没之前那么快。
Sam, it's Charlie. Another request is ready for you. You'll find it listed as a main order on the DHV Magellan's delivery terminal. So you know, Sam, Fragile is currently looking into Lou. Meanwhile, Tarman is conducting a separate investigation into the giant mech that attacked you earlier. For now, we would like you to focus on extending the network. That is a task only you can handle. As the network grows in size, we will have much more information at our disposal to further our efforts. That said, you won't be able to proceed until the situation at West Fort Knott has been resolved. It appears that they're in dire need of additional supplies, to the point that they don't even have enough to prepare cargo for your next destination. This next order is intended to alleviate the situation. You're to restore the mine north of F1 and its monorail station to working order and link up West Fort Knott. After which, you'll deliver a large quantity of excavated materials from the mine to the settlement by rail. As this is a somewhat complicated order, I'll brief you on the details as you review the map. Anyway, I'd appreciate it if you could make this main order your top priority.
哇靠，这笔订单有点难搞。120送到320。
All right, Sam. You'll need to work through several steps to complete this order. To begin with, collect the cache of materials waiting for you on the DHV Magellan.
Take these to the mine north of F1. The location has been marked for you on your map. And when you arrive there, submit the materials using the terminal on site. This will allow you to restore the facility to working order. Next, access the terminal again to commence mining operations. If all goes well, a large quantity of materials should be extracted. You'll then need to deliver those materials to West Fort Knot. Consider making use of the monorail located at the mine to make life easier. Upon your arrival at F1, use the delivery terminal to submit all the materials for processing and to finally complete the order. That's all there is to it. So begin plotting your route to the mine north of F1.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized. Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
On this occasion, you can use a tri-cruiser to transport them. Alternatively, floating carriers can now be fabricated. These carriers are ideal for taking heavy cargo across terrain ill-suited to be. If that sounds good to you, and when you're not using the carrier for cargo, you can hop aboard. Just remember that floating carriers require crystal.
要多少？100。
Sam, there's another porter here. Since you brought this site onto the chiral network, perhaps they thought they could make use of the additional data to make a safe run. Want to go and say hello?
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
这些人都有盖那个电扇。太贴心了。都是结晶哦。剪都剪不完哦。蜘蛛啊！会进郊游里面。 挖不完哦。会重生的。能用滚的，好曲畅。贡献。
Well done, Sam. I've never seen a working monorail.
意思。猝死跟特殊合体。
Very good, Sam. Now all you have to do is load the extracted materials onto the monorail for transport. Let's begin by accessing that delivery terminal.
我要怎么把它？可以载多？然后嘞，好，我要怎么决定它可以从这边过去？可以上去哦。哇！会可以上车哦。 靠北不是呢。哦，现在要上车呢。里面。
Very good, Sam. Now all you have to...
对，这可以放480嘛？02到01，空载货物。180上去，对，空载载具。发车，所以在上面一起上。哇，我可以这样搭哎，好酷哦！我还可以跳下来。屌哦！这一代还有单轨哦，真的猛哎！真的爽！酷哦！哇，西捷堡这边有5万多人。真的很屌的，它这个设计概念蛮酷的。好猛！
Did you actually manage to restore the monorail? Awesome! With it back up and running, you'll be able to transport materials from the mines. Right. Sorry. Let's take a look at these materials you brought. Would you look at all this? I think it's safe to say we'll have nothing to worry about for a while.
就有装越野小货车了。
Found some of our missing stuff, did you? We've made some great strides in our research thanks to you. If it's all right, we'd like you to have this.
配备电池。
Just wanted to let you know that we're increasing the amount of... Now displaying your
梦想图腾。 长途送货工。
Ah, Here's a little something extra as thanks. I got them just for you. Figured they'd suit your style. They sure weren't easy to come by. A real collector's item here.
墨镜有2副。那这个才更帅。
We really appreciate your help. At the risk of stating the obvious, it's going to take an awful lot of resources to restore the other roads and monorails to working order. But at least with this monorail operational, you can bring us large shipments of materials with relatively minimal effort. That's going to go a long way towards getting other sections up and running again. We can fabricate pickup off-roaders now, by the way. I'm pretty fond of them myself. It's a large four-wheel drive vehicle, boasts significant cargo carrying capacity for the hard-working porter. The driver's seat is in an elevated position and exposed by design. This allows the driver to survey their surroundings more easily and engage enemies with small arms if necessary. You can customize it quite a bit too, attach all kinds of different parts as you like. That said, a lot of parts are still in development, but you'll receive their data as soon as it's ready. The schematics for this vehicle have already been shared with everyone on the Chiral network, which means that we can look forward to other people drafting even more new parts. Sure, the monorail network was extensive and once stretched across a good chunk of Australia's coastline. But repeated exposure to timefall has seen it degrade significantly. And with the constant threat of BTs and armed groups, it's not been possible to repair the damage. If you happen to come across a track layer, be sure to feed it any materials you can spare. Even a small contribution will make a difference. Anyway, just something to think about. We're so grateful for the assistance, Sam. You've been a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day.
You managed to save the day, Sam. The people here now have more than enough supplies for their needs. They should be able to prepare cargo for the next delivery too. But first, I have some information to share with you. Return to the DHV Magellan so we can talk.
Order completed. Well done. Remember to rest safe.
You're always such a hero.
来看看小路是什么，是个什么东西？不烟了。
Hey, Sam. How's it going? I have updates for you, if you have time.
I take it you've learned more about Lou?
We followed up on the message Deadman left for you at the lab. About how there was another BB-28, not Lou, who, according to the records, was decommissioned 4 years ago. The first time you and Lou met was about 2 years ago now, when you were entrusted with the BB previously issued to Bridges Corp's disposal. And together, the two of you made it all the way across North America.
这我也知道啊。哎，
Deadman and everyone else at Bridges, they all called Lou BB-28.
Right. Because that was Lou's serial number. You see, we found the records for the BB storage facility. By cross-referencing the data, we confirmed that after BB-28 was decommissioned 4 years ago, Lou was assigned the same designation and placed into storage.
So what you're telling me is that instead of getting a new serial number,
right,
Lou inherited an old one?
As for Lou's mother, Following the C-section, it seems she passed away. And that, pretty much, is the extent of our recent
不讲
discovery.
跟没讲一样，操！
Without a still mother to provide support, it makes sense that Lou was kept in reserve.
近，看看近，
But we still have no idea who approved the serial number reassignment, much less why they did it.
继母是脑死的女性，未出生，他们未出生的孩子被用来当做布桥，他们在布桥总部靠维生系统，孩子被取出后，还是跟他们保。这个连接在模拟指光环 BB 仓下，能让 BB 连接到冥滩感应。像之前
Except there were things I didn't know. Maybe this is what he was talking about.
I think it could be.
I want to know everything about Lil.
You're playing his game, Sam. Chasing after the past is what Higgs wants you to do.
I need to know where Lou came from. I have to know.
If you're sure, Sam, I'll keep digging. In the meantime, you should get plenty of rest before your next
毫无
mission.
最新消息的消息。好，这些不是之前就讲到了。这地方应该发生一件事。不是的，不知道。
Sam, it's Charlie. A new order is now ready for you. I'd also like to brief you on your next destination.
干，这
I
把我当
believe
机
the
器人
Fractal
呢
wants to。have a word as well. Visit the delivery terminal in Westport Knot to take on the relevant main order.
Sam, it seems Tarman decided to leave a few books for you. They're right there by your bed. Reading is a wonderful way to take your mind off things. Trust me.
Book。哦，照片。
That's Tarman's son. He must have placed a photograph in here for safekeeping. This is an important memento. Why don't we go and take it to him?
这么快，这么行动力这么好的吗？
I found this picture in your book. Is this your son?
Thank you. Yes. He's still out there somewhere, borne along on the currents. With this right hand of mine. It's due to my connection with said missing piece that I can read the movements of the tar. Something akin to a phantom pain. you want to hear the story?
Sure.
I was both a medical doctor and a geophysics researcher once upon a time. In those days, the tar currents were a key focus of mine. This ship was originally built to facilitate my studies, in fact. The deep tar hunting vessel Magellan, we named it. A ship perfectly suited to pursuing the creatures that thrive in the tar's depths. Another avenue of research, you might say. We called them chiral mammals, for lack of a better name. Seemed like the closest fit. Reckoned if we caught one, we could figure out all the mysteries. The tar, the tides, hell, maybe even the stranding.
Whoa, she's a big one.
Dip yourself in, son.
Tar's looking calm. I'll be fine, Pop.
来个暴动，然后就甩下去。
You seeing this?
拐一个。肚子要爆掉。
Think she's pregnant.
没有，里面都是螃蟹。呜！
Hey, Pop. This is weird.
回来啊！爆开那边就直接打开，然后跑出一堆螃蟹。
Storm!
后面是人。 这样子，他爸的手会交友的谜团也太猛。
And just like that, the tar took my boy, and my hand along with him.
交友好神秘啊！
At first, I thought this little guy was my son reborn.
If I may ask a question, the hunters that attacked you after you caught the chiral mammal, are you sure they came from within the creature's womb?
Yes. That said, I'm not of the opinion that the hunters were its offspring.
Its womb merely served as a gateway to the other side.
Indeed. The tar and the beach are connected.
不是，还可以，这手变那样，然后另外再弄了一个装置。他的手跟他的儿子是这个故事。就一本书啊。
Moby Dick, or The Whale, seems to be one of Tarman's favorite novels. As the name suggests, it's a story about a white sperm whale named Moby Dick. Captain Ahab, one of the main characters, uses a prosthetic leg made of whalebone to replace the one Moby Dick took long ago. He's obsessed with getting revenge against the whale, which he hates with a terrible passion, all while nursing the phantom pain of his lost leg. In the end, Ahab fails to exact vengeance on his foe and is dragged into the sea. His crew's only survivor is Ishmael, the book's narrator. He was rescued after clinging desperately to a coffin-shaped life buoy. That's right, a coffin was his savior. Ironic, isn't it? How you use a thing makes all the difference.
Hey. 新的墨镜。
I've known Tarman for quite a while now, but that was the first time I've heard him speak about his son in that fashion. It made me wish that I could do something, anything to ease his burden. But setting aside those feelings, suppose that cat of his is in fact his son reborn. Why does it treat me as though I'm a threat? Does it just hate me? Reincarnation or not, perhaps it's still a cat at heart. Fabulous, Sam. Really. There are organisms in this area that I don't believe I've ever laid eyes on before. My understanding is that they're called chiral creatures, and they come in all shapes and sizes. Apparently, they will drain your batteries if you come into contact with them. There may be other deleterious effects for all we know.